Hello class, good afternoon. We are the group 1 and we'll tackle about topic 1, technical publications and aviation maintenance. The reporters are Wense M. Zhang, Ira Jefferson Quizon, Kurt De La Cruz. Um, the PPT maker is Charles Garleo and for the video editor is Dave Lazaro. Next slide please. For our introduction are the importance of technical publications in maintenance airworthiness and safety. Second, the overview of topics, function, airline libraries, control, and distribution. Next slide. What are the technical publications? It is document containing data, instructions, procedures, and regulations related to aircraft maintenance, and issued by manufacturers, regulatory bodies, or operators. What are the key functions of technical publications? They are provide maintenance and inspection procedures. Second, ensure regulatory compliance. Third, enhance safety and reliability of aircraft operations. Technical publications serve several functions, such as they provide standardized procedures for maintenance and operation, ensure compliance with safety regulations, reduce the risk of human error, and serve as training reference for airline staff. Next slide, please. Types of the technical publication. In the aviation industry, there are several essential types of technical publications, each serving a specific function to support the specific and efficient operation of an aircraft. One of the most commonly used is the aircraft maintenance manual. This manual contains step-by-step procedures for troubleshooting, servicing, repairing, and maintaining aircraft systems. It is used daily by maintenance engineers and must be strictly followed to ensure safety and regulatory compliance. Another vital publication is the Illustrated Parts Catalog, or IPC in short. This document includes detailed diagrams and part numbers for every component of the aircraft. It helps technicians quickly identify and order the correct parts, minimizing errors and downtime during maintenance tasks. The Wiring Diagram Manual, or WDM in short, is essential for dealing with electrical systems. It provides in-depth schematics of the aircraft's electrical wiring, connectors, and harnesses. This is particularly useful when diagnosing electrical faults or installing new systems such as avionics upgrades.
So for the next one is for flight crews. The Flight Crew Operating Manual or FCOM is a critical document. It contains normal, abnormal, and emergency procedures for pilots, including standard operating procedures, aircraft limitations, and system descriptions. The FCOM ensures that the pilot operates the aircraft according to the manufacturer's and airline safety protocol. So the other examples of technical publication include the SRM or the Structure Repair Manuals, the Maintenance Planning Document or the MPD, and the MEL or known as Minimum Equipment List. So each with its own role supporting different function within an airline or maintenance organization. So together, these publications form comprehensive library that ensure every aspect of. So technical publications. So here in technical publications, must follow standardized format like ATA iSpec. So 2200 and S1000D to keep information clear. And ATA spec organized manuals like AMM and IPC using a common layout, making it easy for common engine to find information quickly. S1000D or S100D is more advanced and digital. It allows content to be reused and updated efficiently across different manuals. Aviation authorities like FAA and EASA require airlines to follow these standards, ensure safety, and stay compliant with regulations. Using outdated or non-standard documents can lead to serious penalty or safe issues. So role of compliance align with FAA EASA standards, follow ATA ISPEC 2200 or 1000 S100D formats, and update regularly. Next. So airline libraries overview. So here, centralized repository of technical documents. Next, essential for documents control compliance. So here in airline libraries are the storage hubs for all technical documents. So this can be physical rooms filled with manuals, but today But today, it uses digital libraries that more efficient and easier to update than the physical rooms with manuals. Next. So airline library types. So there are library types like operating manual, flight crew training manual, aircraft maintenance manual, flight crew operating manual. So there are two categories. There are the physical or the libraries or known as legacy, and the second one is digital libraries known as EDMs or cloud-based. Next. So management of airline libraries. So first is regular updates and audits, secure access control to prevent misuse, training programs for effective and utilization. So next.
So the control of publication. So the document control system or DCS is used to manage and maintain documents throughout their life cycle. It ensures that only authorized personnel can make change and that the most recent approved version are accessible for use. The system tracks the revision status of each document, recording that change were made, when they were made, and by whom, which helps maintain an accurate audit trail. Only approved and cleared version of document are allowed to be used in operational areas, such as on the production floor, to prevent errors and ensure compliance. Additionally, change control procedures must be strictly followed, meaning any updates to documents must go through a formal review and approval process before being implemented. This ensures consistency, quality, and regulatory compliance across all operations. So the next is the regulatory compliance innovation. So refers to the following the rules and documentation standards set by authorities such as FAA or EASA, so and ICAO. These regulations are in place to ensure the safety, reliability, and airworthiness of the aircraft. A key part compliance involves keeping all operations and maintenance manuals up to date. This means incorporate the latest airworthiness directives or AD, which are mandatory instructions issued by aviation authorities to address safety issues, and service bulletins or ASB, which are recommendations from aircraft manufacturer regarding inspection or repairs modification. Failure to comply with this regulation can be lead to serious consequences such as financial penalties or the grounding of the aircraft until uh, issues are resolved. So next. So the documentation distribution, it refers to the process of sharing important operational and maintenance document with relevant personnel. So this can be done through both digital and physical means. This digital distribution is commonly used and involves the use of tablets and specialized maintenance software, such as AMOS or TRAX, to provide easy and up-to-date access to manuals and procedure. So physical distribution is still used for critical or backup procedures, ensuring that in urgent situation, push notification are sent to alert staff about immediate revision or updates to documents, ensuring quick action and compliance. So next, the challenges in documentation. So rapid change in technical data, multiple aircraft types in the fleet, risk of outdated or conflicting instruction. Implement digital platforms with auto-update features, regular training sessions, use of QR codes and mobile device for fast document retrieval. Implement digital solution and best practices. So implement digital platforms with auto update features ensures all technical documents stay current without manual updates. Reducing errors, regular training sessions give staff a proficient in using system and understanding the latest procedures. Using of QR codes and mobile device for fast document retrieval, allowing instant access to manual and data on site, improving efficiency and accuracy. So that's all, sir. Thank you.
Could you please introduce yourself?
Well, I am Johnny Pantalita.
I'm presently living here in Basel, Switzerland, and currently working in a completion center here.
What is your current position in the aviation industry, and how many years of experience do you have in this field?
Currently, I'm working as a completion supervisor in jet aviation, and totally I've worked already for over 38 years in aviation. I started as a metal trainee in Philippine Airlines under the maintenance training program, and eventually I became a regular employee Philippine Airlines under aircraft operator division, sheet metal section, up to year 2000. In the year 2000, Maintenance and Engineering Department of PAL was spun off and sold to Lufthansa Technik, a German company, and we became Lufthansa Technik Philippines Maintenance, Repair and Overhaul Organization. And I became team leader in Airbus 330 and 340 heavy maintenance check, or we call it a D check. In 2007, I transferred to jet aviation, started as a leader, and eventually became a completion supervisor until now.
Why are technical publications important in aviation, and how do they contribute to the safety and efficiency of the industry?
In aviation, it is of utmost importance that people are working in accordance with technical manuals and publication to ensure that people are working within the established standards and procedures in order to keep the aircraft in a safe and airworthy conditions at all times.
What guidance or advice would you offer to students who are aspiring to build a career in the aviation industry?
My advice to the students who aspire to build a career in aviation is to focus and love their chosen career. In these times, the majority of the youth wants in the field of information technology, I would say that aviation is still a promising career. As an aviation aspirant, you have to enhance your skill and constantly bear in mind to adhere to safety and quality in your present and future endeavor.